Hello.
Hello.
Welcome to
Take
hell.
my glasses off.
Welcome to Jar Jar Court, Exes and Executions, aka kind of the boss fight, question mark? One of them? We'll see. Think you're up first.
Hi, I'm Becky Maw. I am Darth Maul's mom, also the mom of two others. Can't remember their names right now. Star Wars fact, I got really bored one day, so I learned everything I ever need to through YouTube tutorials. Oh, wait, SpooTube tutorials. It's the space version, right?
Lovely.
Hi, I'm Florian, and I'm playing the long-awaited, in quotation marks, probably more long-dreaded, Sex Roomba, CUC-K07D. His friends call him Cuckbutt. He doesn't want to be called that, but that's what everyone has decided his name is. My Star Wars fact about CUC: if you press down on the little, you know how Roombas have that little, like, sort of round part on the top? If you press down on that, it lifts up and you can put CDs inside and play music.
I hate that fact. I'm Bobby. I'm playing Defense Attorney again. My Star Wars fact is Defense Attorney's other gun that he doesn't use much shoots bears. That's all you need to know.
Like the animal? Or like...
I'm not explaining this. It shoots bears. That's all you get.
Hello, I'm Lane. I am playing Jane Finnell, one of Palpatine's exes. She was Lauren's nanny at one point. Real life Star Wars fact is that she had a little sister who she sometimes brought around to play with Lauren, and so her little sister was friends with Lauren.
Alright, my name is Louise. I play Sunny Daise, Palpatine X, and Jem Sexton's mother. My Sunny Star Wars fact is that Sunny has a charging dock in her room for her beloved queer platonic partner, But
Cool. I'm Sydney. I'm gonna be DMing this. My Star Wars fact is that I didn't have the energy to think of a Star Wars fact because I just got off a plane. So I'm just gonna use that and just say that Palpatine used to get, like, ship sickness. Like whenever he would fly, he would get sick, but then he started learning how to use the Force, so he doesn't get ship sick anymore.
So he has Force
Yeah. Yes, he does. Yes, exactly.
I'm Ray. I'm playing Syla Stayr, crime lord, and if anyone watched Jar Jar High, I'm playing the same character. This was the cheerleader that dated Palpatine for exactly 2 weeks. Syla's Star Wars fact is that she's technically Defense Attorney's ex-wife, but he went by Nick Wars then. It's a whole long story, don't worry about it.
I guess that means it's go time. So, without any further ado, we open on a blank screen and then stars a long time ago in a galaxy far, far away. And then and then the music goes. And we see the crawl. Jar Jar Court, Exes and Executions. After a fatal confrontation at the Theed Central Communications Tower, the journalists of That's So Star Wars magazine have told the galaxy all about Palpatine's secret life, his new husband Jar Jar, and their son Elisa. In the process, Palpatine killed his and his best friend Defense's adopted daughter, Lauren Killian, as well as Defense's other daughter, Rey Star Wars. As rebellion begins to stir following the article, Defense has recruited his ex-wife Syla / Rey's mother to get revenge, and they're not doing it alone. ... But before we get into that, first, a day after the article comes out, Daemon's Cantina looks exactly the same as it always has. Its regulars sit around at tables, shooting the shit, throwing darts, sketching on the mural wall. As Defense walks in, the familiarly strong scent of alcohol welcomes him home. Looking at the bar, he sees Daemont, the 7-foot-tall plant man bartender, has already poured 2 glasses of whiskey. One, a double, neat, is in Palpatine's hand, who sits patiently in his normal spot. And the other glass, double on the rocks, sits in front of an empty stool next to him, the ice only barely beginning to melt. It seems he hasn't been waiting long.
Defense picks up the drink and says, "I'm not at all surprised to see you here."
I can take it from the fact that you've taken your glass. You can guess I'm not surprised to see you either.
No. Quite a day we had yesterday.
Certainly one for the books.
Definitely.
How are you?
Do you actually care? Do you really want to know?
I asked.
Angry, but not as angry as I think I should be.
Fair enough. And he just takes a sip.
I called Syla.
Did you?
I did.
How
She's
did you
gathered
take
the
that?
crew. Not well.
Fun.
Yes.
This crew. You joining them?
Of course. I think I have to. For them.
Have to. Do you want to?
I do. I wouldn't have called Syla if I didn't want to.
I don't know if either of us know if that's true, but fair enough.
We'll find out.
Why did you come here?
Didn't know where else to go. Syla thinks I'm with the jury, but I needed time alone. Or, well, you know. Why did you come here?
I was curious. See what you would do. I still am.
Am I that predictable that you knew I'd be here?
Defense, I've known you 50 years.
Fair enough.
So, you gonna do it yourself or let the others?
I guess only time will tell.
I guess it will. Sits there. And downs the rest of his glass.
Defense isn't going to say anything else. Just going to enjoy his drink.
The two of them sit there for at least a few minutes, finishing their glasses. They set them down. Daemont takes both glasses away. He reaches a moment for the bottle again. Palpatine shoots him a look, and he sets it back. Palpatine puts 6 credits on the bar, as behind the bar there is a sign that reads, "Drinks, 2 credits." And then below that, a second sign tacked up that says, "For the duo, 3 credits." And he puts 6 credits on the bar and goes, "For old time's sake."
Appreciate it.
Well, I suppose I'll see you around.
See you around.
Thanks for coming.
Thank you.
And he goes for the door.
Defense waits until he leaves, and then also leaves.
All right. We jump forward a couple days. Syla Stayr and Defense. Where might you find yourselves?
Probably about where you'd expect. Driving. Well, not driving, we're flying. More correctly, I'm flying. We're not in a car. We're in a ship. And because we're in a ship, Syla's driving. Yeah.
Defense is cheering on his wife as she flies them everywhere.
Paisley, really, Nick?
It's a nice tie.
It's not.
I think it is. Someone would have told me.
No. Who would have told you?
I think Palpatine would have told me if it was a bad tie. He wouldn't let me walk
No.
around with his secretary.
Have you met
Someone-
him? Have you met him?
Okay, that's true. Do you have another tie?
Why would I have another tie?
I don't know. Okay,
I'll keep
fine.
those on here.
It's gone. It's gone. You happy?
Yes.
Oh, quick question. So, do
Mm-hmm.
you still have that lightsaber cane?
Yeah. Why?
Can I borrow it?
If you can find it, it's in the back somewhere.
Okay. If you don't need me up here, I'm gonna go look for it.
No, I really don't.
All right. Thank you.
As you find the lightsaber cane, you feel your ship beginning to slow and descend outside the home of Sunny Daise and CUC / Cuckbot. What does your home look like?
Sunny has been sitting on her couch with Cuckbot drinking a glass of wine, and she looks rough. Cuckbot is the only person home right now. Both of her sons are gone. She has a copy of the newspaper on her dining room table, and it is clear that it is both water-stained and has wine on it. But she lives in a very nice house, because she's a nutritionist.
What's Cuckbot been doing?
I think for the past couple of days, Cuckbot has just been doing what he does normally do these days, which is he goes wherever Sunny goes and they hang out together because he's considering retiring. He's almost 70, really past the expectancy date of one of these droids. So he's considering retiring soon, so he's been taking less clients and spending most of his days sitting with Sunny, but he has taken fully the week off once he saw how the article affected her. So I think he's just like sitting next to her, sitting more like standing because he can't really squatting because he's again clarification for anyone who is unfamiliar. Cuckbutt is just a Roomba with a pair of robot legs. He's got knees, but he can't really sit, so because they're on the side instead of the front, so he just kind of is squatting down next to her. So, yeah.
You hear the roar of an approaching ship, and looking out the window, you recognize the ship to be Syla's.
Sunny gets up and goes to the door, and she opens the door, and she has her glasses. Hold on, she has her glasses on. She is wearing a black slip dress and a Hawaiian shirt. He does not say anything when she answers the door.
When Cuckbutt hears the ship engine outside, he looks out, knows that Sunny's already getting up to go open the door, and just goes, "Well, our ride's here," and follows after her.
She totters out with nothing in hand. She's just going.
Cuckbutt can't hold anything.
Fair enough.
So,
You know, as they kind of walk out, Syla's just like, "You're gonna be gone a couple days. Do you need anything?"
For one of the first times in Sunny's life, she is not smiling. And she says, "No, I don't think so."
Fair enough.
She does go back into her house.
enough
She grabs
space.
one thing. She grabs a picture of Gem and Rain, and then she leaves.
Very good. All right. You all load up into the ship, and
Cuckbutt tries to sit in the co-pilot seat.
Get out.
But
Defense is
I
standing there
can
waiting
help.
for him to move.
No.
I can. You don't believe me, but I can.
No, I believe you. I just don't think you should.
He can't even drive.
I sit in the co-pilot seat.
No, it's my seat.
Shut up, defense attorney.
Sonny, no.
You're not necessary in this fight. That's my seat.
Sunny immediately makes like an awful sniffling noise and walks to the back.
Cuckbutt immediately follows. He like jumps out of the seat.
Let's go.
where are you assembling everyone?
Probably just where she's living right now, which is in Coruscant.
So you
Nice
take
place.
Sunny and
Kind of rooms.
Cuckbutt back to Coruscant and head off for your second destination. You all find yourselves once again on Naboo at the home of Jane Finnell.
Jane lives in a very small apartment by herself. It's like an apartment complex. Doesn't look great, and as like the ship comes into visual aid, I guess.
You would probably
Okay.
see it and hear it out the window. There's a parking lot outside. It takes up a little too much space. There is
Yeah,
no
it's a little
Spanime
smart.
car here. Actually,
Right.
no. Here's my other canon Star Wars fact. Every single other person who lives in Jane's building actually really hates Spanime, and none of them would own a Spanime car. None of them know any Spanime that you could ask them,
enough,
or
fair
anything at
enough.
all.
So Jane is definitely in her apartment, and she's, well, you could call it grading papers. It's not really that much grading to do because she teaches kindergarten. So she's kind of just like giving them 100% because they attempted something.
Do they get
And she's-
stickers?
You absolutely get stickers.
You have like a little sticker sheet of like
Yep.
fun Star Wars creatures.
Absolutely.
And you just
Absolutely.
stick them on there.
And she's like grading papers, and then she gets to one, and as she is looking at the sticker sheet, she realizes like she's reached the row of munyips, and she gets a little sad. And then she puts the
Oh.
sticker on.
So why are we here?
Palpatine hurt her a long time ago. I feel like she deserves this.
Fair enough. Which one of these?
Follow me.
Does she know we're here?
I called her.
Calling her enlists that she did not pick up the phone the first time, and then the second time she picked up, did not speak a word to you. And then after she was told, hey, we're doing, like, was given the rundown of the plans, she just hung up.
Okay.
And then
Yeah,
you
that-
received a text like several hours and it said, okay.
So you go up to.
Is there like a door to the apartment? Do we have to get in the
Yeah.
apartment somehow? Do we have to push the fucking door buzzer?
Yeah, there's a fucking, yeah. You go up to the door, and you see the
Which one
fucking
is
like
she in?
panels. Like there's different buzzers for each of the things.
Why are there so many?
I have no idea. She doesn't say what floor she's on, but I think it's
No.
like
This sounds like an investigation roll to figure out if you
Yeah,
can remember.
No, make me a history check. Make me a history check to see if you remember which door it is. Okay.
I'm gonna look at this panel and just be like, which one of these looks the least used?
oh, that is a good assessment.
Did you roll your history thing?
15.
Okay. And Syla, roll investigation?
13.
Okay. Defense, you're pretty sure it was like 3C or 3B. It was one of those.
I think it's C.
Alright.
I think so.
I'll press C.
Cool.
Is it the right
What
one?
the hell do you want? What the hell do you want?
He just presses the next button that he thought it was. He doesn't answer.
Jane, the buzzer goes off in your apartment.
Okay. Jane is sitting there grading her papers, and then she hears the buzzer, and she goes, "Oh," and she walks over to the intercom, and she goes, "I'll be right out." And then she grabs
Cool.
just a backpack of like the stuff that she's packed because she was told what was going to happen. Then she takes the stairs because she does not trust that elevator. No one should trust that elevator.
No one's checked that elevator in 50 years.
50 years.
Elevator.
The last time that elevator was checked was when she still had a job as a nanny.
I think Palpatine somehow broke that elevator.
Somehow broke that fucking elevator.
He somehow, I don't know how, but he broke that elevator.
And she meets them at the gate, and she doesn't make eye contact with defense attorney. She just looks at Syla. "You must be Syla."
Yes, I would be the other person here.
"Well, it's nice to meet you."
Okay. Are we good?
You load up into the ship,
Yeah.
and you go to drop off Jane. And head off once again to your final stop. We find ourselves now on Dathomir, at the home of one Becky Mall. Becky, what does your house look like? And what have you been up to?
Oh, it looks like a suburban house. Like, white picket fence, perfectly manicured grass. And there's a sign in the front yard that says, "Number 1 lightsaber boy," with like a Jedi doing this, with a lightsaber. And Becky's in her house, and she's in a room that's got like frames of like Darth Maul, like number 1 saber, whatever the hell, and then like his certificate of graduation, pictures of him in the news and stuff. And she's just like in front of a ring light camera, and is like, and you know, like as a mom, I'm just an advocate for like
You hear
excuse
the
me,
massive
Farrell.
audio of a ship descending.
Farrell, hun, I'm doing a video. Farrell, go away. As a mom, I would very much love it if we could just ban. We need to get with and like past the Emperor, because the Emperor just does not care.
Boom. Boom. You hear the loudest fucking noise you've ever heard outside your house. It is audio hell. Just.
All right, so I have to go for now, but just remember, we need to cancel Bring Your Child to Work Day. We need to cancel Bring Your Child to Work Day. Okay, that's it for me. I gotta go. And then I like
Doorbell goes off like 6 times.
before Becky leaves to get to the van, she at Nisa Binks, and then heads out to the van. Hi, are we ready?
Yeah.
Are we going out for brunch first, and then we're gonna hit it? We're gonna hit up, the event.
We're just leaving.
You can't do these things on an empty stomach.
There's
There's food on the ship. Let's go.
There's food on the ship. Okay, and then she just gets in.
Is there food on the ship?
No.
No. Becky is currently ordering Space Dash, and it's gonna meet the
I've
car on
taken
the way
off.
there.
I am
I
flying
am
away.
already sending them where we're going.
It's
All
also
right.
incredibly hard to get anything delivered to Syla's place because the address keeps getting encrypted.
Oh,
Yeah,
that's
that'll
funny.
happen.
Oh, that's funny. I have a spell for that.
Don't use your spells on my house!
But to get DoorDash, though.
What? No, but I actually need to know this. What spell is that?
I gotta remember which one it is. I think it's remote access.
While Sync is doing that, the ship descends once again in front of Syla Stayr's Coruscant home. And as you take Becky inside, what is the home of Syla Stayr like?
It's probably pretty not necessarily flashy from the outside. It's pretty big, but it's not noticeable per se. Interior is pretty standard. A bit too nice, but not enough to be like tacky.
Mm-hmm.
Essentially the same energy of the ship where it's just a little bit too much to be like excusable, but it's fine.
Yeah. It's a bit much. It's a bit much. So, your crew is all assembled.
There you go, Sid. It's in call chat. Yeah, so you gain advantage on
Chat,
all
but instead of
intelligence
any
checks
space,
using
they
hacking tools to
have
break
to
software
wait
encryption
for-
and online security.
You know what? If you cast this fucking spell, I will let you roll an intelligence check to try and hack through the encryption and order DoorDash to your, like, murder planning meeting.
Oh yeah, you didn't want to get it on the way. So I will do that. 18.
Okay, good to know. So, you are all in the same place, and you have a bastard man to go murder. Anybody who would have been using their time to try and gather any intel about Palpatine, what he's doing, his movements, his locations, any of that shit, roll me an investigation or history check, whichever one fits closer to what you think your character would be doing.
Sunny is absolutely looking through newspapers and whatever the hell else was published, and I got a 15 plus 2, 17 for a history
Sweet.
check.
Becky's ordering pizza and looking on his socials. Nat motherfucking 20. I'm not even joking.
Are you
28
fucking
total.
kidding me?
Yeah. Look at 20. So Becky's just over here like, was that the doorbell? One moment. Oh, by the way, I found
Yeah,
his
no,
location.
I was gonna say, as you're doing this, you hear a
What the
ding
fuck?
dong, ding dong, and oh my god, props!
Jesus
Oh
Christ.
my god.
Yeah, I grab it from the door guy and I'm like, hey, thanks, Kevin. Hey, shh. And then I just go back
Yeah,
to
I got
it.
you. I got you. I got you.
Defense.
Everyone
Kevin's not gonna say a word.
Hey, I think
I just go
know
like
that
this to
guy.
Kevin.
Kevin looks forward into the place. Goes, yo, Cookbot!
Yo, Kevin.
Hey. Good
This
people.
is such a weird.
Kevin,
Forgive
don't
me
you
if
want
this
to come
is weird.
in?
Are you,
Hey,
like,
Kevin, we're
busy this
doing
week?
some fun.
This
Don't
week, I'm
invite
actually
people
taking
in.
the week off.
I'm not inviting people over here.
Oh, next week
I'll see what I can do about next week.
I'll
Call me.
call you. He goes back to his little rinky-dink fucking delivery ship.
Sunny looks at Cockbot and goes, "Oh, who was that?"
Oh, you know.
Oh,
Kevin.
he's amazing.
I know Kevin. I know
Everyone
him.
knows Kevin. He makes good pizza.
Everyone knows
Their name is
Kevin.
Kevin. The guy's name is Kevin.
I have a question.
Yes.
Oh.
Pizza from a Jar Jar's Pizzeria.
Yeah, definitely.
Yes.
What can I roll to send someone after Kevin?
Motherfucker.
He
I
ain't
think you need
rolling
to
to
roll. I
attack
think you just
Kevin.
need to make a call.
Yeah, okay. I'm just gonna walk
You're
in the
gonna
Oh
kill
wait,
Kevin?
Cookbot does
Yeah.
turn to Syla after the Kevin interaction and goes,
No,
"Can you
no,
wait a
can
little
I-
bit? I do need to make a bit of money."
Okay,
Can I
I'll set
insight
aside
Sylla
for
if that
2
she's
weeks.
gonna
Thank you.
off my pizza guy?
You don't need to incite her.
You need an
I
insider.
think it's pretty obvious.
Bobby,
Kevin gets in the car. Defense takes a shot at him.
defense roll.
Yeah.
How dare you kill Kevin?
9 to hit.
That doesn't quite hit. But I think what does happen is you take out. I'm assuming the revolver.
It's a revolver.
Okay, you take out. You take out your revolver, and you aim it.
We both have it.
Yeah, we both have the exact same fucking gun. You
I
take out
swear.
your revolver and bang! As Kevin's walking away, it shoots right into the side of his little pizza delivery truck, and he goes, ah! And he goes to run into the car to, like, fucking drive away.
Okay, perfect.
Defense, you want him to
Uh,
keep a secret, don't you? That's not the way to make
Florian.
friends. That's not the...
That's the way to get him to keep a secret if he's dead.
No, he's my pizza guy. He's fine.
Get a new
Do you
one.
want my information or not, Defense?
I'll get it from you either way.
Mm.
Florian, did you have something?
I was waving goodbye to Kevin.
Okay.
That's what.
Kevin's not looking at you. Kevin just got shot at with a gun. But
So look
He
at
will call you later.
I'll give you 2 weeks.
Would Sunny have to roll to gently, in like a motherly way, smack Defense on the hand and tell him not to shoot guns in the house?
I think you have to roll for that. I think you just do it.
She smacks him on the hand and she goes, "Defense attorney, we do not shoot weapons in the house."
This
Yeah,
is
I
not
know
your
this.
house, Sonny.
Certifiably
house.
incorrect.
I don't care, frankly. You invited me over as your guest, and you are shooting weapons around me, shooting weapons around my lovely platonic partner here, around these strangers. This is not very good hosting.
You're trying to get our help, Defense.
We called you guys out of courtesy.
I've been shit talking
Yes, Devin.
Palpatine for years. I can keep doing that. My sons are dead. I'm just here for fun.
This is a different issue,
My
guys.
kids are also
Y'all,
dead.
y'all, this is not a good thing. Both my sons are alive. It ain't that hard. I'm not gonna lie to you.
I didn't kill her.
Hold
That
on,
was
hold on.
him.
My kids.
Upon hearing my daughter is also dead from Syla,
Sylla?
hearing that Ray
Yeah.
is dead, she's like, what?
No, he killed. Why do you think I'm here?
I didn't know she was also a casualty of this.
It was her company.
I'm so sorry.
I'd hope so.
Not your fault, Jane.
And she's just kind of sitting there thinking now.
As
Her
that
mood is
kind of
down
sits
lower.
in, and I'm assuming Becky sets out the pizza.
I try to give Cookbot a piece of pizza. Like, yeah, I'm like thinking about it. I'm like, one moment. And then I take like a picture of the pizza and then I send the pizza in binary code to Cookbot.
Oh, that does absolutely nothing for me, but thank you so much.
Well, there's always the pizza then. I just thought I'd try.
I would rather
does got
not
a
try
mouth.
and eat a
He got a mouth
slice.
right
I
in
do
front.
not think people would enjoy that experience. Several people in the room, which is Sunny, Defense, and Syla, have all heard Cuckbutt try to drink wine before and know that any time something that is not meant to go in his mouth goes in there, it is absolutely fucking hell.
Yeah, it
Is,
really would be
yeah.
better if you didn't try to give him pizza.
He does got a mouth, but like I wouldn't recommend putting anything in there. I'm not gonna lie to you.
That's more fun. More
Alright.
pizza for me.
To address all of your investigation and history checks, pretty much all of you rolled really fucking well. So what you are able to learn through various means is that following the release of the article, rebellion and like uprisings, all kinds of things have been popping up throughout the whole galaxy. Everyone is really fucking riled up right now. So you are able to learn, I will say Becky, through social media, you learn that Jar Jar, Palpatine's husband, has not been at the house, has been like elsewhere. You're not sure why. You learn that Palpatine is planning at the end of this week, like this upcoming weekend, to be taking a trip to, I think this would probably come from like Syla's contacts, because Syla's a crime boss, that Palpatine is planning on taking a trip to visit the currently being constructed Death Star to like see on its progress, because his main thought is like, okay, this is what's really going to scare people back into being in line. You know that over the course of that time, there will basically be like 3 places that he's going to be. You could go for him at his house on Naboo in Theed. You would know for certain where that is. You could possibly like stake it out beforehand, and he's there pretty frequently. Cons are pretty heavily guarded and secured. There's gonna be security cameras, and you're not sure if his son is there or not. You know Jar Jar's not there, but you're not sure about Elisa. Then he's going to be taking his little transport shuttle. It's a Lambda class T-4A shuttle. I looked that up. It's Star Wars. He's got this little shuttle that he's gonna take to go to the Death Star, which would have a more limited amount of guards and a smaller place. It is very, very heavily cloaked. It's basically invisible when the cloaking is on, and it has 5 rail guards and 5 laser cannons. And the final thing is that you know that once that little shuttle gets to its destination, it is going to be in a Star Destroyer-like ship, which is orbiting around the Death Star. Pros would be, it's visible, like you would know exactly where he is. I think you could get a rough like blueprint of it because it's a pretty standard ship, but it's also literally a military facility, which will be on high alert. There will be guards, and you don't know exactly what place in the ship he will be. So those are your location options. That's what you've learned. That's what you know. So I present you.
Thank you, DM.
Heart.
Thank you. Notes
I'd
are
like
nice.
to offer that if we wanted to sneak into somewhere, I feel like Cuckbutt could just go anywhere. Everyone knows who he is, and everyone knows what he does. If he was anywhere, no one would be surprised. Even if it was literally, like, in a military base. People would just be like, fucking hell, it's Jerry again. Cuckbutt is like, well, if we need that sort of thing, I can call up many of my contacts and I can find an arrangement of sorts to disguise our true intentions.
I think that'd be brilliant, honey. Where would we be going?
Well, truly, the
going for the
destination
ship.
is up to, I suppose, the woman driving the ship.
It is.
I'm not going for the ship. Heavily cloaked, will get shot out of the sky by whatever else is following him.
Yes, of
I
course.
was thinking we just go to his house. Even if
Good
even if
idea.
his little old boy over there is in the house, it ain't likely he'll be happy with his dad.
You're
Right,
right.
have an ally already there.
Especially after the article. Is there any way that we could try and figure out what Elisa's thoughts on the article are?
Unless anyone's got his phone
I
number,
do
probably
not.
not.
Think we or any
Media-
of us have a direct contact to the governor's son.
I could send him a message. Sunny has the spell Animal Messenger.
Defense has Elisa's number. I can just call the kid.
You have contact with him?
Yes.
Why didn't you just say that?
You were all yelling. I thought I'd let you handle your shit first.
Fence. I've had it about up to here with you, darling.
Mm-hmm.
Me as well.
Yeah.
Do you do that?
Yeah, you can call.
Are you putting him on speaker?
Oh, yes. Yes.
Okay.
As
Elisa is Florian's character, so I will leave this up to you. What is Elisa doing? And I guess more importantly, do you answer your phone?
Alisa does in fact answer the phone. He lets it ring for a little bit. It's like about to go straight to voicemail when he picks up. Why are you calling me?
There's some people here that want to talk to you. He kind of holds the phone out for everyone else to ask their questions.
hi, darling. My name. Oh, never mind. You know me. I'm Jam's mom. So I was just calling to ask how you're doing with your dad there. Is that going well?
Sorry, who was
article
this?
that was published?
Walk out of the
Lisa,
room.
you've never heard this woman's voice before in your life.
I think you know my son. This is Jam Sexton's mom.
No. Sorry, I
Oh,
don't
well,
know who you are.
He's a pop star. I'm real proud of him. Anyways, I'm just calling to ask how you're holding up. How's your dad relationship?
I'm
You
sorry,
feel like
is this a
maybe
legal
stab him?
thing?
Funny story. Your dad killed my husband for the second time, and I was just reaching out trying to form a bond. Can I roll charisma on that?
This is so weird because, like, I don't know whether Elisa is a PC or an NPC right now, so I'm just gonna say no.
So, hi, Elisa, was it? My name is Jane, and there was an article that was recently published by Lauren, the intern Killian. Have you read it, and what are your
I see.
opinions on it?
I see what this is about. Would have liked a bit of a forewarning for that question. Jesus Christ. What was it you wanted?
Lisa, are you with your dad?
Am I with my dad?
Yeah.
I don't know if I'm supposed to be telling you that.
You're not.
It's okay.
You
can tell me.
hear off
parent.
from the other room. Elisa, are you on the phone? Who are you talking to?
Dad, shush!
Hang on.
A friend.
What?
Hang up the phone.
Defense hangs up the phone.
That
Why did
didn't
we do
work.
that? Why did we
Can we
do
call
that?
him again?
No.
We didn't
No.
get an opinion.
No.
He's
We're
very
not getting
clearly
one
with
that way.
his father. It was almost a
Hey,
guarantee.
we've
that
been
he
on
would-
the phone for like over a minute, and we're like, you should probably close that phone call because I didn't happen to not be traceable.
Why not?
Because she didn't
Jesus.
ask.
Why did
You didn't
Why
ask.
did you break my fucking security with fucking DoorDash?
So don't worry. The
Oh.
only person who knows anything about us being here is Kevin.
We jump
Good-
cut to
good for-
Kevin in his little
good for
like
Kevin.
ship just flying away. Like this ship does not go light
Oh,
speed, but somehow
oh.
he's going light speed. You know?
Becky's gonna
Good
send
for
Kevin a
Kevin.
message and be like, Kevin, it's okay. Your pizza's great, by the way.
He shot
Defense-
at least two
Tell
of
Kevin
them.
he's
got
We're
to
not
leave.
gonna refill these. I'm gonna get charged for these.
Kevin,
no!
honey, it's okay. No, it's okay, honey. You're not a lawyer. He only kills lawyers. He actually wants us to do his dirty business. So you're fine.
Cuckbutt has actively Venmo'd Kevin $50.
Kevin looks at that.
The
and
message
he
is just
sends
a
you
winky
back
face.
message. He sends you back a message just like you're not normally the one sending me money. This is weird.
It's like a free coupon.
Yeah, well, I felt bad. I'll see you next week, probably.
He sends back a wink.
Sunny sent him a chaos mode co-star message, and it just says things will get better. Sorry you got shot at.
How do you have the Pizza Man's coaster?
She adds all of Cuckbot's clients on CoStar just so she can check their vibes before Cuckbot goes over there.
What sign is Kevin, Sydney?
No, fucking Capricorn.
I was gonna ask if he was a Capricorn. Of course,
Hell yeah.
Kevin's a
I don't know
fucking
anything
Capricorn.
about astrology.
I'm a Capricorn.
He's a
Sydney.
Capricorn.
That's all you need to know.
I was about to say he's a space Capricorn, but that's just how space works. It's
Yeah.
literally
Yeah.
a Capricorn.
Astrology is space.
It's
Sydney.
literally
Everyone is
space.
It's literally space.
I was
anyway.
gonna make up a space co-star name until I realized it's called co-star. and calling it Star was not work.
Go
not
Star
gonna work
Wars.
out.
It's
Yeah.
actually
Star
run
Wars
by the
alive.
That's So Star Wars Corporation.
Yeah, it is. There we
Star
go.
Wars.
So, you caught Elisa. What are you up to?
And what was that about? Why did we do that?
If we go to his house and he's there and he's down with the,
Thickness.
no, darling, I don't like that type of music. Anyways,
Consider this.
so
I think if he wanted to
we
kill
have
his
an
dad, he would
ally
have done it
inside the
already.
walls.
I can almost guarantee that if he wanted to kill his father, he would have by now.
I think going
live with
after
Palpatine.
the little space shuttle's probably the best thing to do.
How
Why?
would we find it?
Does the spaceship have an Instagram, Becky?
Not an Instagram, an IP address. I do more than just social media,
Spaceship got Wi-Fi. I
Terrifying.
don't like Wi-Fi. Those radioactive waves can't be good for us.
Sonny, you've been on my ship so many times.
I had a
But you
plant
care
next
about
to a Wi-Fi
Wi-Fi?
router once, and it died.
Was the Wi-Fi router in the basement by chance?
No, I don't have a basement. I don't believe in being below ground level. It's not good for your soul. Anyways,
We're legitimately in a basement right now, Sonny.
Sunny goes upstairs.
I don't know how she didn't notice us going down.
I don't know. I don't think going after the ship is a good idea. It's cloaked.
Also, I don't know if we have enough high-powered weapons to fend off a military vehicle.
Syla, don't you already know where the shuttle is? We could get on board before they even get on board.
I don't have a telekinetic hive mind. I have people who tell me things. We know where it's going because where he is right now.
You know the end
I
destination.
don't know where it's
Yeah.
coming from.
All I know is I can make myself look like a guard, and I can disable security system.
And what are the rest of us doing?
I don't know.
Are
Figure
you
some
gonna?
shit out.
Are you gonna go fight him on your own? Are you gonna do that?
No, I'm saying figure
then-
some shit out. I'm your in man. I'm just saying figure some shit out.
Sunny does not come back downstairs, but she pokes her head through the basement doors, and she goes, I have an idea.
Shoot.
I need to know what it is.
What if we
Sonny.
found out where the ship's coming from?
I already followed that
See?
path. I got nothing.
We get on the ship, and then we wouldn't have to choose between going to his house and going to the ship. 'Cause we'd be on both.
My son?
No, I
Only
followed that
She's
trail
saying
already,
that
Sonny.
she's
It's
already
gone.
tried that.
Tried.
So what I hate is that I have a spell called Find Vehicle, but it doesn't work in the way you would think it would work. It
It's the
doesn't.
summoning
it
one.
work?
Summons a
Yeah,
vehicle,
it
right?
summons a vehicle.
What if we summon a ship that looks just like Palpatine's?
Sunny has a 4th level druid spell called Divination. Your magic and offering put you in contact with a god or god's servants. You ask a single question. The game master offers a truthful reply. The reply may be a short phrase, a cryptic rhyme, or an omen. So theoretically, Sunny could ask the sense Wicca god she believes in, whatever she does. Sydney, apparently.
It's me.
There's
Not
two
a
gods
good
in this world: the jury and Sydney. Too many dice.
So Sunny's going to turn to the people who are arguing and go, well, why don't I just ask my tarot cards where the ship is going? And then you can summon the same ship, and he can get on that one instead, and there's no guards. Sunny is going to ask her tarot cards, and these are witch cards, because my tarots are under my computer right now, holding it up. And Sydney, Star Wars God, Master of Tarot Cards, would you like to answer?
Tell me exactly what the question that you're asking is.
Where is Palpatine's ship docked?
Okay, all right. You begin shuffling your cards around, and you're Sunny. You do a bunch of probably flair with it. You're doing all of your things. You guys probably have some pictures and shit around. You've gathered your documents, and as you're shuffling, one of the cards flies out of the deck, and you see it kind of drift through the room, and it smacks against the wall over
Fully.
a picture of Naboo, and it falls to the ground, and you see that it is the card of death.
Hold on, I have that. For narrative effect, let me pull out the coffin. I can't find it. It may have legitimately, and I mean this with complete seriousness, it is not in my deck. It may have been the one that flew out over there as I was shuffling. And that would freak me the fuck
I
out.
think that would actually cement real life Sydney's status as a god in this universe.
Guys.
And,
Hey guys.
Let's not hate Sydney God. I guess us we're going to Naboo, Jesus Christ.
I got a
Because it freaked me-
stormtrooper
like, I
and a male
shuffled it
wife
back
walk
into my
into a
deck
bar.
because it freaked me out. Like I picked it up and I shoved it into my deck. But
Oh my
anyways,
god.
if
gonna make
distant,
Fuck
if
you.
it flies across the room in the meaning of these cards, it is the probability of averting evil. If it lands near to something, it foretells death. So
Fine.
Sunny's going to turn to her party and she's going to go, so I think we should go to Naboo. Just have a good gut feeling.
How about the house? Is that where
The house is on
We go
Naboo.
fight him at the house.
Then,
So if we
based
take
on
him
the
off
information
planet,
we
we're
are
not-
being given.
Following your cards.
If it lands far away from you, it foretells averting evil.
So I think it means that we have to go and we have to stop it.
You get me.
Yes, of course I do, my son.
She knows
We have a
little-
location. What are we doing? How are we getting inside? Becky, you said you can do security things.
Yeah.
Florian.
I was just gonna see what I would have to roll to try and figure out if I know any guards at Palpatine's residence. Cuckbot could fully just like try and organize an orgy.
Florian.
Yeah.
Hey.
Yeah, no, great.
What do you want me to
Great.
roll?
Good
Great.
backup.
Persuasion?
Yeah, but I need you to actually, I hate to ask you this. But you're gonna have to call somebody in order to organize that. So
Oh,
I'd
I'm
like
aware.
you to play it out.
I am.
Is it
Thank
ham
you.
hammy?
Is it Ham Handy?
I'm leaving the room and I'm walking upstairs.
Cuckbot is going to call Ham Hamney.
This is following.
I'm
The
left.
return-
I'm
The return of the ham!
Okay.
Because
Okay.
Cuckbot
Pulls
and
out
Ham
his little
Hamney,
phone. Syla
as
is
established,
upstairs.
have a loving relationship.
They do. Yes, Ham Hamney and his wife Pam Pamney Hamney are in a happy, stable, open marriage, and yeah, okay, you call Ham Hamney. You take out your phone, and somewhere, wherever he is,
In the family household.
Ham Hamney gets
He's
a
playing
call, and he
Squirtle.
looks down at the caller ID, and he just raises an eyebrow a little bit, and he goes, "Hello."
Hi, dear. I was just wondering, would you happen to know any of the boys stationed at the Emperor's residence today? Because I have been wondering about those boys for such a long time, and I know that if anyone would know them, it would be you. And I have been looking to organize sort of a group thing, and gosh, they're just such hunks.
You know, you make such a good point. This is where I'll have you do persuasion really quick.
Great.
For
One
me.
moment. Would a 29 do anything? I rolled a 19 and Cuckbot has a plus 10 to persuasion.
A 29. With a 29, here's what I'm gonna give to you as a little present, a gift, if you will. He goes, "This is really funny, you know, you caught me at just the most perfect timing." Because I don't know if you've heard this yet. I'm not really supposed to tell anybody, but I'm gonna tell you anyway because, I mean, we go so far back.
Yes, of
I
course.
gotta tell you, I actually just got a promotion
Oh,
because
my
they were so
goodness.
pleased with my work that I helped, you know, track down those journalists.
I heard about that. I was
because-
going
because
to
one of them
ask
talked
if
to
you
me
were
on the phone.
involved.
Yeah, that was me. And, you know, I got to talk to the Emperor and everything, and he was so impressed that he actually asked me if I would be in, like, one of the low levels,
Oh my goodness.
as a personal guard.
That's so good for you. I'm sure the
like that
family.
now.
Can you give Pam all my love?
Oh, you know, I always do.
Thank you.
But, yeah, what are you thinking?
I'm sure that there's some areas where not in that house where not that many people go, and you know, little old me, if I wanted in, no one would bat an eye. So, what do you think? Do you think you could help me?
I mean, just don't tell my boss, all right?
No, of course not. I haven't talked to that man in years.
Right. Wait, what?
What?
Never mind. None of my business. None of my business. Your business, not my business. Your business?
Yeah. Well, obviously, and you can't tell him either that I've been gossiping.
Oh, no. Listen, I know that a lot of my coworkers would be down for this. I'm not going to tell the Emperor.
No, of course. I think it would be a little bit of a
I just got
buzzkill.
promoted.
Yes.
I really don't want to lose it again, but, like, I can't say no to you. Can't say no to you, Cuckbot. You're so persuasive. If I were to put it on a scale of like 1 to 30, you'd be like a 29.
Ah, goodness. I'm always trying to get to that 30, you know.
Well, someday, I don't know.
I'm sure you'll
He
be
winks,
around
but you
to see
can't
it.
hear it because you're on the phone.
Yeah.
But you can tell in your heart that he just winked at you. But yeah, just come on over here. Just like give me a little heads up when you're coming over, and
I'll make
I'll
sure
let
to
you
text
in.
you. You have my number.
You know I do.
Syla walks back upstairs.
D&D is wild.
I love Dungeons and Dragons. Thank you for
What just happened?
We called him Anthony.
Yeah, as we do.
So what happened there? I was.
I have successfully
Busy.
distracted all of the guards. I don't think getting in will be too much of an issue.
Oh.
Perfect. Joy.
All right then. Good job. Good job.
Thank you. It is my job.
Okay,
You've got-
so we're going to the house. We're going this weekend. We need to find the man, and we need to figure out what we're doing when we get there.
We're going to his
We need to
house.
figure out where he would be in the house. Does anyone have ideas?
Why don't we just call his name, wait for him to come downstairs?
Why would we want to
smarter
announce
than
that?
that.
We don't want to warn him.
Well, we're going to kill him anyways.
I got an idea.
Does he have mates?
Does he have cameras in the house?
Yeah, you know that he does.
I hack his house, and I see
we
where
look
he
at
is.
his cameras.
There we go.
Yes,
There's our
Florian.
answer.
Nope.
Florian,
Would
yes.
Cuthbert know the rooms that Palpatine is most frequently in, / a layout of Palpatine's house?
He downloaded onto his brain.
Well, again,
Probably.
may I
and-
reference
yeah.
33 years?
Yeah,
Yeah.
33 years, and Defense has definitely been in his house. Like, they're best friends. Both of you would know the layout of Palpatine's house pretty well.
Would we know
For different
what rooms
reasons.
he's in most frequently?
History check?
Sure.
Can
Lou?
we set
Lou?
a trap for him? We put out like a Munyip figurine and a glass of whiskey and see if he walks in.
What if we send?
Like fucking Santa Claus?
Hey guys, what if we just?
Santa Claus Palpatine?
What if we just send him a pizza?
Picture you have like a large cardboard box held up with a stick, and you're just like with a
That is
string. You're like, no, we're gonna get him. We're gonna get him.
That is plan C, Sunny. We're gonna focus on plan A right now.
Anyway, the history checks that
We put
Bobby
the
and
call
Florian were
check.
making.
With 14 and 13, you don't know exactly which rooms he would be in, but you know the room that he sleeps in. Since you know that Elise is around, you would probably know where like some training rooms are. You know that there's probably like places where he gets like briefings of shit.
So, day of, we could ask Becky to look at the cameras and get a better shot at where he's at.
Mm-hmm.
Cool.
Close, about the best shot we've got there. Okay, so how we're getting there is solved. How are we going to kill him? You can't just say we're going to kill him.
Are any of you particularly martial? Which one of you is going to be closest? All right.
I've
Syla.
got shit.
I have death ward
have
that I-
something that may be able to assist with him not getting rid of you is the word I'll use.
Thanks, I appreciate that.
I also have
Half
something
to just
I
straight
can
up
help
saying
with
killing me.
Syla. Syla, I
Just so
can
that's out
give
there.
you.
Yes.
I can cast Death Ward on you, which prevents you from dying. The last 8 hours.
That would be nice. I'd like to avoid dying.
Did you want? I have this little essential oil that can help you.
What?
Sunny
Which
has
spell?
a spell.
Essentially-
It's called Protection from Energy. For the duration, a willing creature you touch has resistance to a type of damage. So I'm not going to do this right now because it's going to be the day of, but I'm going to explain this by Sunny offering Syla a thing of essential oils to
Okay.
keep her safe from force lightning.
Lavender prevents lightning. I have another thing that makes him just take phone calls. And if he sucks, he's got to listen onto the phone call until I stop talking.
Possibly do that right as we're
Okay.
going into the house.
Yes.
That
Sort of a
might be
distraction type of
actually.
thing.
That was my plan.
Essentially, I'm planning on dealing damage, taking damage, as long as I can.
We're going to hold him still and you're just going to beat him up.
Appreciate it.
Cookbot, would you like me to imbue you with a little something something?
Cocaine doesn't really work on my body, but I'm happy to partake in the experience. It's really just nice to be included.
You'll love this experience, I guarantee it. Florian, would you like a programmed spell of Chromatic Orb, or Haste, or Counterspell, or any of the things I'm saying?
I would love Counterspell.
Syla, I also
Anything we're doing, we'd like to do the day of.
Yes.
It's currently day
Yeah,
of.
at the time,
I
not
think
now.
we're just
Well,
saying
actually, it
this
doesn't
now
matter.
so
I
that
can
we
program it
have
wherever.
that in our minds.
So,
Yay.
anything else we want to get onto the table with the pizza that Kevin brought before we
It's
get
really
going?
good pizza. You should try some.
This is such an
Oh.
important question. What kind of pizza did you order?
It's pepperoni with black olives. I'm not a monster.
Is everyone set? You got your plan?
Yeah.
Yeah.
I'm
So-
afraid.
After a lot of arguing and nonsense and eventually productivity has come to a plan where they are going to attack Palpatine in his house, which unfortunately will have to begin with phase 1 of the plan.
As soon as this plan starts, Becky
you-
casts mage armor. I have mage armor on.
Fair enough.
Yeah, there's a
You have
couple
mage armor
things
on.
that will happen, like, that are getting cast before the actual plan starts.
What do you cast before the plan begins?
Cuthbert is casting Freedom of Movement on Syla, which basically means that she's not able to be magically restrained, difficult terrain can't affect her, and she can use 5 feet of movement to automatically escape being grappled or non-magically restrained. So if Palpatine, like, tackles her to the ground, she can just, on her turn, get up.
Nice. Lovely.
I cast
Love it.
Death Ward on Syla.
Sunny is going to cast protection from elements from energy on Syla, and it's going to be lightning because of force lightning.
All right.
And, actually, very quickly, Sync, how does Program Spell work?
That's why I was gonna say. I don't know if you want counterspell. It's not gonna work on a reaction. It has to work on an action.
What ones can
You
get?
could do haste, witch bolt, magic missile.
Magic Missile.
Okay. Yeah, I did that on another day, so I'm gonna give it to you at 4th level.
Is that covering everything that happens before the plan starts? Can I force Florian to live with the consequences of his mistakes now?
You can.
Yes.
Okay. So, Cuckbot, it's been a minute since you've been to Palpatine's house. You used to be here quite frequently. You probably haven't been in 19 years?
Yep.
What are you?
So, Cuckbutt, obviously, about the second that he started making his way down, sent Hamney the text saying, 30 minutes away, be there soon, winky face.
Ham writes back, can't wait, ...
Great. Cuckbutt, obviously knowing that that's just how he types,
That's just how he
sends
types.
a second message and goes, can you let me in at the door? So that your boss doesn't accidentally answer.
Can do. So you're approaching the house and you see that in the window, a little curtain peeks over and kind of opens the door. He's like, come on, quick.
Yeah, Cuckbutt runs as fast as he can in, but it's just kind of like... Because again, this is a Roomba with legs.
He's 2 feet tall,
He's
right?
2 feet. I think he's 2'1".
Yeah. This little 2 foot tall Roomba kind of
Let me check.
waddles up the steps.
Yeah, he's 2 foot 1 inch. The 1 inch is very important.
And you see, it's very important. I was gonna make a joke. I won't. You open the door.
Hey, you should make that joke, Sydney.
No, so you open the door. You see Ham, you're one of your best, longest term clients.
I think
so he lets you
Ham
in.
is probably Cuckbutt's second longest client besides Sunny.
Yeah.
Now that he's broken it off with Palpatine all those years ago.
Yeah. Ham lets you in. He goes, okay, so can't let you just go super wandering through the house, but we can just go upstairs. Everybody's waiting up there. So
Yes,
we'll
of
just go."
course. No, absolutely. Let me go talk to them. Because Cuckbutt has his plan, and when he's ready for everyone else, he will text them. Because Sydney, I'm
You don't
also
want me to-
forcing you to live with the consequences of my actions.
Yeah.
Okay, this is so important. Who is Cuckbot texting?
Cuckbutt is texting Syla.
Question.
So Hamney leads you upstairs. And oh god, where do they even go?
Oh, can
Where
I
would
actually...
they go?
Can I specifically say that Cuckbutt, because he knows the layout, requested a room that he knows
Yeah.
is far from any of the places he knows Palpatine hangs out, first of all. But also is a room in the same hallway as one of the bathrooms.
I assume you're going to a guest bedroom.
Yeah. Yeah, I'll go with that. I'll say that there's, like, a pretty, like, grand guest bedroom. It's got all the fancy shit that you would expect in a Star Wars bedroom. It's very swoopy in its decor. One of those fucking canopy beds.
Great. There's definitely more than one person in this room, correct?
Absolutely.
And, we've said on a scale of a 1 to 30, Cuckbot's 29.
Of 1 to 30, you got about a 29. Yeah.
Cuckbot...
There's, like, 1 or 2 guards who heard about this and were like, actually, I'm gonna call in sick. I'm not gonna be at work today. Like, a couple people you didn't convince. They're like, actually, we're gonna go.
So Cuckbot walks in and goes, hello, boys. And others, of course. I do have to say, I do very quickly have to pop out to the bathroom. I have just been with someone else right before this. But to keep yourselves entertained very briefly, I will give you, because I'm sure this is the first time I'm meeting some of you, I will just give you this. And he only has one.
For him.
It is a business card I've been keeping in my shirt the entire one shot.
Oh my god. One of them takes the business card.
But he only has one. So it's like, my contact information and just anything you'll need to see me after this will be on here.
Oh, wonderful. There's like a copy machine down the hall. I'll be right back. And what is that?
And Cuckbot just goes, yes, but I was just with another client right before this. So I will just have to duck out into the bathroom. You guys know where the bathroom is. It's just right there. You can...
Oh, of course we understand. Yes, obviously. Just a chorus of people being like, yeah, of course. I mean, no problem at all. We get it. Whatever.
Many people right here? How many people do you have?
Oh, God.
No, it's approximately 29 because the 30th 29. The 30th
approximately 29 and the 30th went home.
Mm-hmm.
And it's a pretty big room, but it's not that big of a room. It's like, dear God. This is not how I thought this was going to go, but I'll take it.
Great. So one guy's gone to make copies?
Yes.
Great. So Cuckbot walks out of the room. Am I allowed to use the tools implemented into my droid body to lock them in that room? I'll happily make like a sleight of hand check to pick...
Sleight of hand check, was what I was going to say, yeah.
So that would be a 17 plus 7, 24.
As the last one of them runs off down the hallway to go make copies of your business card.
And that'll keep him occupied for a hot minute.
As we all know, Star Wars copy machines are notoriously finicky. So
he's also making 30 copies, so...
Anyway, he goes off to do that, and then you immediately turn around, and I think because we had established that you do this, Cuckbot's, extends taller. I think his legs get taller, right? Yeah. So Cuckbot just...
It's just the bottom half of the legs. The top joint does not extend. No. Just the bottom.
Yeah.
So Cuckbot's legs are usually bent like this. He straightens them up, and suddenly, from the knee joint, it starts to extend. That's why his legs are always bent like that. It's because when he straightens them, he changes height.
Do I want to ask how he can pick a lock? He doesn't have arms.
He's a droid. It opens a little, thing. It's the same way that he can operate a taser. It's built into his apparatus.
Okay.
Like how BB-8 has the lighter.
Yes. Okay. So you lock these people in the room. That has been accomplished. You can hear people on the on the other side of the door. They sound very excited. And you lock the door. I hate this
and then Cuckbot texts everyone else that the guards have been dealt with.
Let's remind the chat that everyone in this call is on the A spectrum.
Yeah, there's that too.
I'm aromantic asexual and I'm playing the sex robot.
Almost everyone. Two asexuals walk into a D&D stream. They RP Imperial Star Wars officer in a Roomba organizing an orgy. Cameras.
Where is he? Becky, where is he?
I'll roll my remote access. Oh, I got an 18 for one, and an 18 on the second one.
Oh my god. Yeah. As you take out your tools and you begin to start hacking into the house, it's not an unadvanced security system. You're just an amazing hacker, and fairly easily enough you have access to all of the security feeds in Palpatine's house. flipping around between them, you do see the room full of guards. Also scanning around the rooms, you don't see any sign of Elisa Palpatine either, but you do see Emperor Palpatine just kind of casually walking around the house. He stops by the kitchen and pours himself a drink, and he takes it, and he just walks through the house and just kind of stands in the middle of one of his training rooms. And he just stands there. He drinks his alcohol.
Great.
Right, he's just chilling in a training room. No, I'm saying that to the rest of the group.
Can I cast find traps just as we're going up?
I mean, if they're technology related, they're not gonna do anything because I've killed them.
Yeah, I think you can tell that there were traps. There were a bunch of fucking alarms. There were lasers and shit. Becky took them all out.
I'd like to roll insight on Palpatine if he knows we're coming.
Go for it.
That's a 9. I rolled a 4.
It's hard to tell. It's just because, like, you're looking at it over a little screen.
Florian, how much of a snitch is Elisa?
There's no way for you to know that.
What sort of level? Like, snitch about what?
They're about to attack Palpatine anyways, aren't they?
Yeah.
No.
Out of motherly concern, because Sunny understands what it is like to be left behind, she is going to finally use the spell Animal Messenger to send Lisa a message that just says, "Get out, please." And then underneath it, Jem Sexton's mom. So are there like little creatures running around, would you say? You sort of little Naboo creature?
Yeah.
Wait a second. For her animal messenger, can she choose a munyip?
Yeah.
It's a munyip.
Absolutely. I would say that you're looking around, you're looking at Palpatine just sitting there, and looking up, you see a little munyip flying past, and you just call it down to
Sunny
you.
knows
And you give it your message.
She called it down to her. She knew Lorne, by the way.
Yep.
It lands, it like perches onto your hand, and it's like rubbing its face up against your fingers.
So, the message arrives. It delivers the message that you described, replicating the sound of your voice. The messenger, if the munyip is killed or Sunny is killed before the message gets there, or anyone does anything to harm Sunny while she is sending the message will return to its original sender.
All right. You tell it who to go to, and you see it fly off. Not towards the house.
Okay. Completely oblivious to what she is doing, as they turn to walk into the house, Sunny turns off the porch step, and because she loves nature so much, she waves
Off
to the
the what?
munyip that she sent off, and she says, "Fly high, munyip," and then she walks in.
Lou, why would you fucking do that? Holy shit! You can't do. Oh my god!
And the munyip flies off. You all stand there, and you know what you have to do.
Before they go into the house, Defense pulls out the glass munyip figurine that he took off of Lauren's dead body. He looks at it for a minute, then puts it back into his pocket.
Let's go. I'm going.
You walk into the house. It's grand. It's extravagant. It's hollow. It's empty.
I always thought this place was flashy.
Empty.
Never been.
Both.
He always came over to my house.
It's
I've seen pictures.
what I expected.
Where'd you find the pictures? Zillow?
They post them on Instagram.
Spazillo.
I suppose.
Sort of towards the back of the house, you see an open doorway, which leads into a gigantic training room. The walls and floor are covered in saber burns and blaster fire, some of which look newer than others. And you would just be able to know this, that at least Defense would. Palpatine has begun training Elisa to be his new apprentice. So you head into this room. All of the
Nice. You left the door open.
inside you see
Times.
Palpatine.
Put your cloak on. Put your dramatic little cloak
OMG,
on.
Sydney's getting yassified.
I hate that putting a cloak on has become yassification. He has his hood up.
Hello.
He has his whiskey. He just
Hi.
stands there and he goes, "Ah,
I don't think you're surprised to
later
see
than I
us.
thought."
Hi, darling.
Oh, where'd you get that idea from?
Oh,
I'm
you
shocked.
know. I can tell.
Oh, well,
I have
some
a
of you are
question.
surprised. Yes.
Hi.
When does Cockbot get there? Because he's in a different part of the house.
I texted Cuckbot. We got Cuckbot on the way.
Cool.
Yeah.
He's standing at
You
the
get-
back.
who did-
He's trying his best to
who does
not be
he-
spotted immediately.
I'm gonna start walking toward him. Let me know whether I'm within 30.
Okay.
Sunny starts walking behind Syla, and she goes, Stevie, you did not age well. And that is all she says.
Get his ass. He fucking melted, so she's not wrong.
But he just goes, "Yeah. Thanks, sunshine." Syla, that one tracks. He looks back. Is that Becky Mall?
Yeah, it's Becky Ma. I can see you're already training someone else. Took my son to take your son to work day one time, and then he gets cut in half. I swear to God, Palpatine. I swear to God.
Whoops.
Whoops.
And he looks over at Jane. He's, who are you again?
It's Jane.
Jane.
Fennel.
Oh, that's right. What are you doing here?
I don't know what I wanted from this. I was given an opportunity to fix things. There's not much to fix. If I'm being honest, I'm more angry at this one than I am at you. And she points to defense attorney. But I'm here now. I'm here now, and I'm not afraid of you anymore.
Believe whatever you want. And
You could just see Becky's got her like phone up like this. Like back behind her is the crowd of people. She's just like, continue.
his eyeline moves down when he sees that Cuckbot is there. That's the first one that genuinely throws him. He looks kind of sad, but he just looks and goes, "Ah, hello, old friend."
Don't call me that.
Fair enough. How you been?
Actually, happy. For once. I do hope you've been the same. You don't look it.
I have had quite the week.
So I've
But
heard.
before that, I'd say I was. And I'm glad you are too.
Yeah. Yeah, I'm glad.
And then he looks to defense. He kind of tips his glass towards you. I see we've all made choices today.
Have finally live with the ones that I've made.
I hope that you can. That's all any of us can want.
Yes.
And I think Syla probably gets to 30 feet.
Okay. I'd like to activate an ability of my monk subclass, which is Way of the Long Death, called Hour of Reaping. Each creature within 30 feet of you must succeed in a wisdom saving throw or be frightened of you till the end of your next turn.
So it's a whiz save?
So make a wisdom save.
I'm sorry. Does an 18 save?
It does. No, that's fine. I just wanted to try it. Regardless of anything, she looks absolutely furious.
He just looks and goes, "Now this is one that I've been looking forward to for quite some time.
Say the same. Been a while.
Too long, perhaps, or not long enough.
Either way, doesn't make much of a difference, does it?
Sure it doesn't when it ends here.
Nah. Still walking.
He doesn't move.
Fair enough. Unless anyone wants to do anything before I get there, I'm gonna punch him in the face.
Yeah. Becky's gonna do Infallible Ray. Palpatine, your phone rings. This is from Jar Jar. You better answer it. Roll a
Oh.
charisma saving throw.
Charisma? I'm so sorry you walked into
I
the wrong room,
don't give a
motherfucker.
shit. I don't give a fuck. Roll it.
How does a 22 taste?
You answered the phone. Answer it real quick.
Hold on one moment. Hello?
Is your refrigerator running? Wait, fuck, you better go catch it. Ah!
Palpatine
You
looks
get
at
a
his
message
phone.
from Jar Jar that's just, I got hacked.
You just see Becky going, shit, that didn't go the way it was supposed to.
And then Palpatine looks at Becky. Palpatine's gonna cast Witch Bolt at level 5.
Counterspell.
Okay. He looks at you, and he immediately tries to throw Force Lightning at you, and you take out some sort of little, like, fucking gadget or something, and you just, like, just deflect the electricity.
Mm.
And he says, that's really rude, is what that is. Shouldn't impersonate someone's husband. And I'd like everyone to
so
roll
sorry,
initiative.
honey. Initiative.
Let's go.
I just wasted a nat
We are
20.
3 Budweisers deep. We are going to Joe's Crab Shack, and we're gonna
Jack,
beat
we're
up
gonna-
some kids'
Grandpa!
grandpa!
Some kid's grandpa!
Grandma!
First up is Jane.
Wonderful. The thing that I had works, but not probably good to cast right now because Palpatine's all of his stuff is him throwing shit at us, not him coming up
I
and
mean,
trying
we
to hit.
don't know that yet.
You know what his plan is.
I don't know what his plan is, but I know that you sure as hell like to use Force Lightning a lot, so, you know, going off of what I've
Me?
dealt with before. Going off
Me?
of what I've dealt with before, Sydney. This isn't the first time you've DM'd for me. This is the first time I've had a character fight Palpatine. I know occasional
Yeah,
things.
and that character got beheaded, so
Yeah, I'm aware she got beheaded. I cried about
Okay,
it.
died.
no Force Lightning there, just good old-fashioned chopping someone's head off with a lightsaber.
Alright. Fuck it, we're gonna cast Spirit Guardians. Let's go. An affected creature's speed is halved in the area. They must make a wisdom saving throw. On a failed save, the creature takes 3d8 radiant damage, and then on a successful save, the creature takes half as much as that damage. So there's
Okay.
that.
Do you want to make them look like anything?
I'm trying to think, what would a good flavor text be?
My
What should this-
suggestion is that, one by one, a bunch of little spectral munyeps begin to fly around him.
Absolutely. Absolutely. That is what happens.
You wave your hand, and summoning just out of the air are these little spectral munyeps that remind you of the little girl you used to watch, who is now gone. Next in the order is Sunny.
A storm cloud appears in the area above her, but I'm not imagining it's like a huge D&D one. I'm imagining like a little Pepper Madrigal type of storm cloud. She marches forward. She says, "Hey, Sheev, it ain't too fun, is it?" And she casts Call Lightning and zaps a bitch.
Wait, what do you roll? Or what do I roll?
Yes, you have to make a dexterity saving throw.
Okay.
That's a 14 DC.
No,
gonna
he
say
got an
takes a-
8.
He takes 4d10 of lightning damage.
Yo! Roll, roll.
Get his ass.
Roll.
Oh, that's my dice. So it was 9, 10, 2, 4, which I think adds up to 25.
Get his ass.
Sweet. He kind of jolts a little bit, and he looks over at you, and he looks fucking pissed.
She, full southern, puts her hands on her hips and spits at his feet. "That's her, my husband, bitch." And she has never said bitch before, not once in her life. That was the first time.
Amazing. Syla.
Yeah, so Syla's walking over and she takes off her coat and she rolls up her sleeves and she punches this man in the face. Going to try to. Gonna make my first 2 attacks here and then we'll see what happens after that. No, I'm just gonna use Flurry of Blows. So I'm gonna make 4 attacks against this man. I'll tell you what they are. 10.
Nope.
13.
Nope.
16.
Nope.
Cool. 26.
You know that'll do it.
Cool.
That one will
So I
do
hit
it.
with 1.
Does
That's
a
fine. I'm
26
gonna-
hit Elisa's dad?
Elisa's dead.
Does a 26 hit your ex-boyfriend?
That would be a 6 on damage, so that will be 10.
Lovely. You walk right up to this man. He sees you coming, and so he's able to, like, dodge out of the first few, but the last one just straight into the, like, his nose.
Familiar?
Ah. Another round, I see.
Nice to do that again. Been a while.
Mm.
I said I wouldn't, but here we are.
Here we are. Next up is Cuckbot.
Great. So the first thing that Cuckbot's going to do is he's going to use his action to cast Phantasmal Force on Palpatine. I just need Palpatine to make an intelligence saving throw.
16.
Cool. That does pass, but Cuckbot is giving up his reaction to cast Silvery Barbs and grant disadvantage.
Cool.
Cuckbot casts this and he says, now of course, it's very difficult for me to hit you, but I do have a friend who can, and she'll make it hurt.
Oh my god, okay. Disadvantage. I got a 23.
Yeah, okay. That's okay. I have 2 more spell slots to cast this.
Lovely.
And then
lovely.
for
Lovely.
Cuckbot's bonus action, he sort of swivels a little bit to Defense Attorney and goes, or you'll do fine, and gives him Bardic Inspiration.
Amazing.
And Bobby, so you know this, you can use that inspiration to add it to damage rolls.
Okay.
And that's his turn.
It sure is. Which means it's Palpatine's turn.
Oh god.
He is going to look towards Syla, and he just goes, I've waited so long to do this. And he's going to cast a 5th level Witch Bolt at you, Syla.
Probably got to hit you.
Is a 16 hit?
16 would be my AC.
Okay. He reaches out a hand towards you, and you get struck in the chest with lightning, and you take 30 points of lightning damage?
15.
Ooh.
Oh, right. You do have resistance, that's right.
Yeah, protecting from lightning right now from elements.
You do indeed.
Kind of wince a little bit and just be like, really? That's what you're gonna hit me with?
Oh, sorry. Would you prefer I do more?
Up to you. Figured, I don't know, 30 years of pent-up rage any more than that.
We'll see.
Sunny reaches her hand out for a fist bump. She saves Silly.
Scylla's just like, man, essential oils.
Oh, and just for fun, flavor, and I'll say as a bonus action, right before he does that, he, uses the force and just kind of, floats his whiskey away, and it just kind of sets down over,
I hate this man.
by the wall.
Dramatic little bitch.
I hate him.
Aren't you proud of yourself?
Quite.
Look at me, I can levitate objects. Ooh. That wasn't in character. That was lame.
Yeah.
That was lame.
Yeah, I know.
Doing your tricks.
Who's next?
Save it's defense attorney.
It's defense.
Defense. So Defense is going to reach into his coat and pull out a gun that Palpatine likely recognizes and would remember getting shot by. Oh, let's see. Does an 8 hit?
No.
I hate this dice.
You pull out the bear gun and you aim it at him and you shoot it, and he just holds a hand up and something stops in midair right in front of his hand. It looks at first just like a yellow rubber band, but if you look at it a little closer, you can see that it kind of goes back into a shape. So if any of you are familiar with silly bands, it
I
is
hate
shaped like
you.
a bear.
I hate you.
This was not
Shoots
me.
bears!
I came up with the silly bands.
Yeah,
shoots
the
bears.
silly bands thing was Ray's idea.
Was
But
right.
it just kind of
It shoots
hovers
bears.
in front of his hand for a second, and he lets it drop to the ground. He looks back over it at Defense, and he just goes, I'm not doing that again.
I don't think you have much of a choice.
We'll see.
We will.
And it's Becky's turn.
Becky is gonna look at him. He's gonna hear his phone ring again.
Who is it? Who's calling?
I want you to make a Constitution saving throw this time.
This is a 15 save?
No, it doesn't actually.
Okay.
So you pull out your phone and you see a deep fake of your beloved Jar Jar doing some awful things that you never thought they would do. This deep fake makes you go blind. I cast
Whoa.
blindness deafness.
Whoa.
Oh my god! That's so good! I love it. So he sees
Go
on
off,
his
that's
phone,
amazing.
and he just...
So now Palpatine is blind, and until their next turn, they can roll another Constitution saving throw. But right now they're blind, so they have disadvantage on
Okay.
their attacks.
Sweet! I love that.
You're welcome.
Back to the top
Becky
of the order.
is very pleased with themselves.
Okay. All
Oh
right.
yeah.
Jane is going to Misty Step over to be right behind Palpatine. And then she's going to take a bonus action and she's going to use Spiritual Weapon. Does a 18 hit.
God, I
Yes,
hope
it does.
Oh my god. Okay. The spiritual weapon, it's safety scissors. So Palpatine is going to take 7 points of damage, but I also need a wisdom saving throw for you for the spirit guardians.
Wisdom. That is a 17.
Damn it. Okay, you saved, but you're gonna take half of this damage. Whoo! What is half of 19?
9.5, but it's gonna round down to 9, I believe.
10, 9.
It'll move down to 9.
9? Okay. So 18 in total with both hits. And that's my turn.
Badass. I think it's Sunny.
So Sydney, my dear Sydney, you said the room earlier was like lightsaber scarred and had bits and pieces. You would say the room is a bit dusty.
Yes. Yes, I would.
Sunny reaches down and she picks up what is essentially just a handful of dust, and she kind of rubs it between her fingers and she flicks it at him. She says, "Hey, Sheev, you remember my friend?" And she casts Devil. A creature that ends its turn within 5 feet of the Dust Devil must make a strength saving throw. On a failed save, the creature takes 1d8 bludgeoning damage. In this case, I'm casting a 4th level spell, so he will take 3d8 bludgeoning damage if he cannot move away from it.
He sees you summon this fucking dust devil again. He just goes, "This is really not what I prefer to remember about us from college."
Sheev.
I do. It was funny.
Fuck off.
Fuck off.
He flips you off.
Yeah, he flips Palpatine off.
Sheevy, do not be rude. Deep breaths.
Yeah, Stevie, don't be rude.
Well, he's
I
being attacked
swear
by
to
the
God.
Dust Devil. At the end of my turn, thank you.
Rude.
Okay. Next is Syla.
Take a wild guess.
Are you gonna punch him?
I'm gonna punch him. I get advantage, right?
You
Okay, the blindness deafness?
do. Yes, because he is blind.
So that will be first.
We can just
a
I'm gonna edit the
23.
Jeopardy music.
Second,
that
a
hit.
24. A 20 and another 23.
I'm so happy
All
for
of those
blindness.
hit. Get his
And
ass.
roll some
Get
damage here.
ass.
That'll be 32 damage.
Fuck yeah. This man goes blind. And you see your opportunity. And it just bam, 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 bam. Rapid succession.
Okay,
And it's so satisfying.
I want to do that a while. Never got more than
Alright.
one the first time. Nice.
Cuckbot.
Great. I'm gonna try and attempt the same thing as last time. May I get an
Yeah.
intelligence saving throw from Palpatine?
You may. Does a 13
13 does not pass. Great.
Okay.
So,
What
Cuckbot
happens?
goes, alright, let's try this again, and casts Phantasmal Force. You craft an illusion that takes root in the mind of a creature you can see within range. So
Okay.
what Palpatine will see when he stops being blind is that there is now a second Syla Stayr.
Oh my god!
Each round on your turn, the Phantasm can deal 5d6 damage.
Nice.
That's-
And
So
Palpatine
good.
is now convinced
Nice.
that there are 2 Sylas, and once he is not blind because he didn't see where the second one appeared, he will also most likely not be able to distinguish which one is real.
Which is which? Yeah.
That is just my action. It's also concentration for a minute, so like the rest of the combat.
Badass. Does he get to redo the save or no?
No, but if he has reason to investigate the illusion,
You'd have to waste your turn doing it.
and he is convinced that this is real.
I love it. That's so good.
I did just realize something. When I used silvery barbs earlier, I was supposed to give someone else advantage on their next attack or saving throw. I will belatedly also hand that one to Defense Attorney.
Cool. So, it is now Palpatine's turn.
Yeah.
Palpatine. Oh, he hasn't seen the other Syla yet.
Isn't it like in his mind?
Yeah, he just
Yes,
knows
but
that
he
she's there.
can't. He can only hear it right now. He can't see because he's blind.
Okay. At the very least, he knows that there is a person there. So, Palpatine is going to use his 6th level Mystic Arcanum to cast Chain Lightning.
Do it.
He is going to target it at one of the Sylas, and then it can jump to up to 3 other people. So it is also going to jump to the other Syla.
Is this a spell?
It is a spell.
Counterspell.
Counterspell.
Fuck your counterspell.
Anyway,
Counterspelled your counterspell.
I counterspell your counterspell.
Is that a bonus action?
It is a
It's
reaction.
your reaction. Okay, no more reactions this turn. I'm fine with that.
And it's going to jump over also to the other Syla. And... Sunny? And is anyone else moved to be within 30 feet?
I'm behind you.
Okay, you as well. That's my third one.
Fuck! Why did I tell you?
Fuck.
You have to
You
roll
all
to
need to
hit
make dex saves for me, pretty please.
Sydney.
Natural 20 and I've got evasion. I take no damage.
Nice.
Will a 15 plus 1
Yes?
beat your lightning?
Sydney, I'm so
Uh-huh.
scared to roll. I'm so
16?
scared to roll. I'm a +0
Roll.
to dex. I got a 19. Oh my god! This is a 19.
Sunny does not pass. Jane does pass.
Oh, thank god.
And
I take no damage.
just damage just doesn't work on the other Syla, right?
No.
So it does the exact same thing that it does to regular Sylla.
Yeah,
that
it just
either doesn't
looks.
do damage
It just
or it misses.
yeah. It basically
It
just
looks
does the
the
same thing
same.
like real Syla.
The damage on this spell is it's 10d8 lightning. Oh Jesus Christ.
You know that feeling you get when someone winds their fist back? This is worse than that.
Anyone who failed takes 66 points of lightning damage, and anyone
Are
who
you
passed
down?
takes 33.
Oh, okay.
And I take none.
60?
Evasion, baby. 66, I
Yeah.
believe.
Are you still up, Sunny?
No.
Okay.
Not
So-
by a long shot.
If you have wild shape, now's the time.
What's your max HP?
43.
Okay. So,
Oh, kill me.
you're
Don't
unconscious.
kill me.
You
Oh,
see
you're
that
unconscious?
Palpatine, now blinded, feels 4 punches, one after another, hears a new person appear, and just like this, one bolt goes straight out into one of the Scylas, and then 3 other branches of lightning go off, one in each direction, one at Sunny, one at the other Syla, and one at Jane. And Sunny takes it right to the chest and collapses to the ground. And I'm gonna redo the save. 18.
Frick. He sees, guys.
And he blinks his eyes back open. And he just looks over at Sunny down. And then just turns back towards probably defense. He just stands there.
Did he move more than 5 feet?
He does not.
He takes 3d8 of sunny damage.
Does that drop when she
Yeah.
goes unconscious, or does it stay?
Yeah, it
Is it the
is
beginning or end of
concentration,
his
but
turn?
it is until the beginning of his next turn.
We would have taken it before he attacked.
Yeah.
Oh, okay. Yes. Okay. Roll your damage then.
But I do
Yeah,
lose
read
the lightning, so I don't have resistance to that anymore.
You do not have
Okay.
resistance to that.
I will take that away.
18.
18 damage. Nice. Even after Sunny goes down, almost with a vengeance, her dust devil comes around and just slams right into him.
And then disappears.
And then disappears. All right.
Just
Kuma,
picture this
Emperor
one
Kuma.
for me before we move on from this. He sends out a spell that deals 66 damage, opens his eyes, and Sylla looks the exact same.
And also now there's 2 of her.
There's 2 of her.
But yeah, he's just looking back and forth between the 2 Scylas.
Can I just
like,
ask
really
before we
good.
move on, how is Cuckbot handling this?
Oh, you'll see. You'll see.
Yes. This was calculated on my part. Palpatine doesn't know that Cuckbot and Sunny are together. He doesn't know.
Oh, yeah.
Whoops. Okay. Defense.
He's gonna try and shoot him with the bear gun again.
Do it.
The 22 hit.
It does.
Hell yeah, get his ass.
15.
Nice. Yeah, you extend your arm out and bam, you fire off another bear from the bear gun. And just for the sake of mirroring, it slams right into his side.
I knew you would say that.
He pulls wills the band to come back out into his palm, and he has another one just soaked in his own blood. And he looks back up at Vance and goes, stings just as much as I remember.
Yeah, some things never change.
Oh no, he's gonna fire him back.
All right. Becky.
Hey, Sylla, your phone rings. You gotta pick it up?
Sure. takes a step back, picks up her coat, takes her phone out of it, and is like,
1 second. 1 second. So good. In the speaker of the phone, you hear dubstep going, dum daddy doo dum dum doo doo dum dum daddy doo dum dum doo doo dum, and you have haste.
oh yeah. Thank you, Sank.
You're welcome.
Back up to the top of the order is Jane.
I'm gonna try and cast Inflict Wounds, because she's still behind him.
Mhm.
And would just kicking him is just as hard as she fucking can, and just the middle of his back count is touching him.
Sure.
Cool! Does a 23 hit my ex?
It does.
Great!
That's-
How much damage does this motherfucker take? 26!
Get his ass. Get his ass.
Is that just
his
you?
ass.
Get him!
Amazing.
He cast that giant spell, saw Syla completely fine, and then from out of fucking nowhere from behind him, he just gets kicked in like the center of his spine
That's
from
so
tiny
good.
little Jane.
Bam. Badass. Okay. Sunny, I would like you to roll me a death save, please.
Mm.
Ooh.
Should I roll the
Actually, I
one with
can't do that
skulls,
right
or should I roll the one with the gold?
Roll the one with the gold.
Gold.
Let's not tempt fate.
You already dropped the death card earlier. Let's which
13.
would be a good thing, but could not. Yep, that's a success.
Yes.
Mark down 1 success.
Yay.
Okay.
Scylla,
I'm gonna hit this man 5 times.
Yes.
do it.
Okay, so we've got 13, which I think misses correct. And then we've got 17.
Let's hit.
That's
Excellent. 20. And a 23. So that'll be
Yay! Yeah.
3 from Syla. A moment. 25.
Yes. 3 solid hits. Boom, boom, boom. That brings us back to Cuckbot.
So Cuckbot, seeing that Sunny has just fallen unconscious, Cuckbot was standing off at the back. He walks up, not like that far, just so that he's no longer like hiding behind everyone else. He looks at Palpatine and he said, "You just killed my fucking girlfriend." And he casts Psychic Lance. Can I get another intelligence saving throw from Palpatine?
You absolutely can. Intelligence.
I want
That's a nat 1.
Yes!
That's a nat 1.
Yay!
Cool! One moment, please.
Ah.
The way I'm gonna say this is that his lights flash yellow and shine bright, and it turns into like an energy that just right at Palpatine.
I love it. I love it so much.
Who
So
gave
good.
the sex Roomba magic? Nobody knows.
You stare directly at Palpatine, and after you say that, he looks alarmed, and it catches him off guard, and then just BAM! He was not expecting you to say that.
Yeah.
Does he take psychic damage from his longtime ex dating his college ex?
He takes 18 psychic
That's
damage.
He doesn't even say anything.
Yes. And
just
because it's my
baffled.
turn again, can I roll another d6 for fake Syla?
You can.
That's another 3, so that's 21 damage total. For Cuthbert's bonus action, can I cast Mass Healing Word? It's a bonus action.
Yes.
Cool. I'm just gonna pick Jane, Sunny, and Syla.
Did Jane
they
take
each
damage?
gain 7 hit points back.
Jane
Syla
took
didn't
so
take any
much
damage though, right? No.
Sunny wakes back up, and you see Cuckbot standing over there with just these bright lights, which were so painful to Palpatine a moment ago, but to you it feels like the sun.
Did Sunny have a little reaction-ish thing just to like get up and hug Cuckbot?
I
He, like,
think
sits
that
up and
Cuthbert
sits
spends the remainder of his turn walking back over to her.
Yeah, absolutely you can do that.
He hugs Cuckbot. He gives him like a little platonic like kiss on the forehead.
His lights flash a little, like he's blushing.
Oh, they turn red for a second.
Yeah, they start to go a little orange.
I would like to call it reference. This is someone's mom. She's canonically really, really hot, and she's in love with a 2-foot tall robot.
Yeah.
Good for her, honestly.
They're a very cute
Hey,
couple.
she's not the only one who's done it.
Oh boy. Oh boy.
I'm
Oh
allowed
boy.
to make that joke. He's my sex Roomba.
You are.
Roomba.
He's my
Yes.
sex Roomba, and I
is
get to
such a
joke about how
sad-
people are in love with him.
They are.
That is certainly the sentence
They
you just
are.
said.
It's Palpatine's turn. He kind of shakes off the confusion, like the alarm at the revelation about Sunny and
whatever
Cuckbot.
is going on.
And he looks over, and I think just like confused for a second, he just goes, "Oh, sorry." And then he turns back to the two Sylas, and he's gonna try to cast. I don't even know how to pronounce that, but it's Psychic Lance at a Syla. I'm gonna say odds it's the wrong Syla, evens it's the right Syla. I'm gonna roll a d4.
Alright.
Nothing happens. He looks over at what he thinks is Syla, and he looks like he tries to do something, and then
What's
he
he
looks
say?
like, what does
What's
he
he say?
He just
Enough
talks
of
to a fake
this.
person that's not there, and he's like, "How do you
Yeah,
like people
you
in
see,
your
what
head?"
you see is he looks over at no one, and he goes, "Enough of this," and he like does a dramatic gesture, and then looks very satisfied with it, with the result.
Oh.
Nothing happens to any of you. And is there anything else he's gonna do?
We all think that Palpatine's finally losing his mind.
We've done it.
Oh,
We've broke
honey.
him.
I will punch
defense.
him, though.
Okay. Gonna shoot him with the bear gun again, and that's a natural
it.
20.
Yes.
Nice.
So double damage, it's 26 then.
Nice.
Let's go.
Yeah.
How much
He's
hit points does this motherfucker have? Is he at least bloody?
looking bad. He's not looking great.
bloody.
He's not looking great. Yeah.
Thank God.
A lot. I bet he's bloody.
I was also thinking
Yes,
the
he
same
is.
thing. I was also being like,
Yeah. He's starting to look rough.
Like
He's starting
rougher
to look
than
rough.
normal. He doesn't look normally good. So rougher than
Yes,
normal.
he looks worse by
Okay.
his standards. And just another rubber band slams into him, and he just collects it into his hand. And he doesn't even say anything. He just stares at you. And roll me an insight check.
25.
To anyone else, the look that he shoots at Defense just looks like rage, but Defense can tell that he's like tired. There's exhaustion under it. Becky.
Becky's just gonna look over at Palpatine, and she's gonna be holding her phone. I'll look back at Palpatine and go, "Remember that thing you tried to do to me before? Yeah, I'm rubber. You're an electric rod. I'll shoot this at you because you're a fraud." And then she's gonna pull the lightning out of her fucking phone and hit you with a witch bolt.
Yeah!
Did it!
Alright, witch
Bravo.
bolt. I got a 17.
That hits.
Fuck yes! Okay, I don't know the damage. It's a D12,
What level?
right?
Yeah, it's a
Right.
D12.
Okay. But then it's on you next turn, so that's nice. Alright. Yeah, I only did 2 damage, so I'm sad, but hey.
Okay. Back up to the top is Jane.
Cool, we're gonna do another inflict wounds because it worked so well the last time. I'm gonna punch him in the back of the head. How about that?
Do it.
Does a 20 hit?
It does.
Nice.
Fuck yeah, baby. Let's go.
Much damage.
31?
Oh my god.
30,000?
Yes!
31 points of damage. So, yeah, she's
Amazing.
standing behind him. She's standing behind him and she just, bam, just right in the back of the head.
Yeah, just bam. And you see, like, he spits out some blood. He's not looking great. Next up is Sunny, and you're currently prone.
Sunny is actually going to use half her movement to stand up. She is going to stand up, and then she is going to cast Healing Wound as her final 4th level slot
On who?
herself.
Okay.
And she's going to use the other half of her movement to sit the hell back down.
I'm gonna sit up. I'm gonna get out of the prone position. And then I'm gonna go back into the prone position.
And then says like,
Then
Back.
she's going to heal for...
While she's rolling that, Syla.
yes. 5 attacks, baby. Okay, so 2 that don't hit, I rolled a 4 and a 5, and I just have, I forget, does a 16 hit?
No.
Got it. So that'll be 18 and 20.
Yes, those both hit.
19.
Okay. Yeah, I think Jane hits him in the back of the head. He's hurt slightly. Bam, bam. 2 more to the chest. It's your turn, Florian.
Mine?
Oh, great. Cuckbutt is going to use his magic missile.
Yeah.
So it
program's
auto
well,
hits,
hell's
and
up.
because Cuckbutt was given it at a 4th level, it does
Fourth level.
6d4 plus 6. That is 22 damage. That
Yeah,
he'll take.
yes. Good.
Fake Syla damage.
And yes, a d6 from Fake Syla, thank you.
My
So that's
partner
an
in
extra
crime.
4. So in total, he takes 26 damage. Cuckbutt moves back to where Becky and Defense are, which is just, they're all just standing at the door, because that's where he was before, and now that Sunny's back up and going, he moves back there and just fires 6 blasts of magic that I guess come out of, like, I don't even know where they come from, but
The CD player.
they come from, he opens the CD player and 6 magic missiles come out and fucking hit Palpatine. And also at
I
the
no
same
longer
time,
hate that
thank you
CD
for
player.
reminding me, also at the same time, now that he's opened the CD player, when it slams back down, he starts playing battle music.
Yeah.
What song, please? You have to tell us.
What song?
Is a Highway to
Never gonna
Hell
give you
by
up.
AC/DC.
Highway to hell.
Wow.
Highway to hell.
Highway to Hell? Yes.
It's
It's
good.
Highway to Hell.
Highway to Hell is
Highway to Hell.
good. Yeah, so Cuckbot, from across the room, the CD player opens. 6 bolts slam into this man's chest. Bam! The CD player.
Yeah.
So fucking
you know what? And he looks up at Palpatine and he goes, "Does this one sound familiar?"
Oh my god. He just stares at you.
I played the sex Roomba. This is my playground now. That's a lie. It's not.
It's not.
It could be.
It is Palpatine's turn.
Really.
Palpatine is going to kind of look around the room. He hears the music start to play, and he starts to, like, kind of fidget with the rubber bands in his hand. And he looks back at Defense. Last chance to just go.
I can't do that. You know I can't.
I know. And he's going to look over at, I'm gonna roll this. He looks at Syla and he says, bang. And he casts Power Word Kill at Syla. And
don't
what
have any more
happens?
colors.
And what happens is Syla, this word enters into her brain. And for a second, everything goes dark. And she starts to drop. But something in her keeps fighting and holds on just a little bit. And with Death Ward, Syla Stayr is on 1 hit point.
No, she's not. It actually negates the spell entirely.
Isn't she?
Death
Does
Ward
it really?
negates the effects of Power Word Kill
Does it really?
entirely.
That's even better! That's even better!
I was waiting for you to say 1 hit point because I knew that's where you were going, so I could be like, well, actually.
That's
Can I do a
hilarious.
flavor thing? Can I do a flavor?
Yes. Yes, you can. Yes, you can. Yes, you can.
So, monks have deflect missiles. Can I just catch this rubber band?
Yeah.
I'm
you
assuming.
can.
Just nice try. And just throws this on the ground.
I love
Like
it.
Becky is filming it and she's going in the background. Oh, it didn't work, everybody. It didn't work.
Completely tuned out literally everything. No idea what's going on outside of what she's doing. She's still up.
Oh, and with his movement, he is going to start walking towards Defense. And he'll take the opportunity attacks. That's fine.
I don't think this is important. right now.
21.
Yeah, that hits.
Well, 14. 5.
5 damage.
Turns around, she punched in the back of the head.
He just takes the hit and keeps walking. Next up is Defense.
Before Defense shoots him with the bear gun, Defense is gonna say, "You should know, Lauren wasn't the one that wrote that article." And that is another natural 20.
Oh my god. Yeah, really damage? Eee!
28.
All right. And he, at hearing that, I think he just looks at you, and I'm gonna say that's when he, like, stops walking. He just, what?
You didn't write that article. The other one did. Young one? I don't know when they changed the name. It wasn't Lauren. You really think she would say that about you?
I suppose not. I don't know. Part of me kind of hoped, but of course not.
It's not.
No, she was never quite smart enough to hate me as much as she should have.
No, she should have hated both of us a lot more than she did.
Becky.
Yeah, Becky's kind of over here like, all right, y'all, we're getting sappy now. Puckbot, I like what you did. You know, same verse as the first, and now I'm just gonna do Magic Missile at 4th level.
Do it.
22 damage.
Okay.
And Becky's gonna back up
Jane.
because you got closer to me. I don't like that.
Yeah.
She's gonna Misty Step behind him, and then I'm going to take my bonus action of Spiritual Weapon. Does a 18 hit?
It does.
Okay, you're gonna take not a lot. It's 7.
Okay. Sunny.
She's gonna cast Thunderwave in the direction of Palpatine.
Cool.
Make
So
a
what do
Constitution
I
saving
do?
throw.
He got a 17.
Yeah, I'll do it. You take half as much damage. He takes 4 damage.
Okay.
Sunny just won.
Syla, your turn.
5 attacks again. Pick up my glasses for dramatic effect, as we do, and roll my d20s. 16 doesn't hit, correct?
No.
19, and let me add this one. 24.
Yeah, those hit.
14 damage.
You saw that he started walking away from you.
I got 70 feet
Yeah,
of
you're
movement.
just not gonna
We're
let
going.
that go. You just go right up to him. Just 2 more hits. He looks really bad. Like, sheer force of will is keeping this man alive. Cuckbot.
Cuckbot is out of damage spells that will not hurt any of his friends. Yeah, friends. First of all, I'll roll the d6 from fake Syla. Palpatine takes 1 damage.
Okay.
Can I give up my action to do 2 bonus actions? If I just want to do Bardic Inspiration twice.
Oh, sure.
Great.
Oh.
Gonna give Bardic Inspiration to Defense Attorney and Syla.
Okay.
And that is it.
It's Palpatine's turn.
Mhm.
So, after Syla runs up behind him and punches him twice, he's gonna briefly stop walking. He's gonna turn around and look at her. And he's gonna do another, a 5th level Witch Bolt at you. This is a 27 hit.
Hit me.
Syla takes 40 points of lightning damage.
Okay.
Damn.
I'm not looking
Okay.
great, but I'm still up.
He's looking really, really, really fucking bad. And so what he's gonna do now is he's gonna start walking forwards towards defense again. And I think you get another opportunity attack on that,
Oh yeah.
Syla.
Do I get opportunity attack when my turn comes around?
You weren't
That'll be a
within...
natural 20.
Damn.
She was
yeah,
engaged
no.
with him. Yes! So good!
A natural
Roll your damage.
20. 8.
8 damage. I'm gonna lose my fucking mind. On 2 hit points. Palpatine's gonna cast Hellish Rebuke
Come
at
at me.
Syla. Fuck it, he's almost dying. He's gonna cast it at 5th level. Which you might. We'll
You
see.
can
It's
also,
a dex save,
if it's
so
a saving throw, you can use your advantage for this
The
as
dex
well.
save?
It is a dex save.
Sure thing. Let me make that. That will be a 19.
Beats it, beats it.
Uh,
You see
Do I
that
take half
with,
damage or anything?
no, you have evasion.
well,
don't
you're a monk, right?
I
So do you
have
not?
evasion.
Yeah. So you see, he reaches out and he tries to throw another bolt at you, and nothing happens, and you just. die.
You're really trying.
He walks the rest of the way up to defense, and he's gonna summon his lightsaber into his hand, his packed weapon, and he flips it around so that the blade would be facing him, and he hands it out towards you. And he goes, "You made a choice, so make it."
Defense takes it.
And it's your turn.
19. Hit.
That hits.
8.
How do you want to do this?
Defense takes it. Looks at it for a minute. And same as what Palpatine did to Rey. Goes for it. Just stabs him through the chest.
And he takes the hit. He looks back up at you and just goes, "See you around, Defense,"
See you around, Palpatine.
and collapses to the ground, dead.
Defense takes the Munya figurine out of his pocket and puts it in Palpatine's hand and says, "We all make choices."
Bobby Duck cosplays, my hands are around your neck.
Becky is just happy he's dead and is like, okay, well, y'all mourn or whatever the heck you're gonna do. I do find vehicle, my badass vehicle comes, and I'm like, bye, bitches, and I leave.
Goodbye.
Somewhere off, far away from Palpatine's home, we see Elisa Palpatine, his son, training with just a practice blade of some kind out in like an open clearing where Palpatine had told him earlier that day to meet him for training. And he feels the loss before he knows it. He knows the second his dad is gone. And then something summons in his hand. And Defense, Palpatine's packed weapon disappears from your hand and manifests into Elisa's. It's your blade now.
Holy shit.
Jane, Sunny, Syla, Palpatine is laying in front of you dead.
Sunny picks up Cuckbot and spins him around in circles in joy.
Jane is just kind of standing and staring, and she walks over to the body and she looks at it, and then she's just gonna walk over to defense attorney and she's gonna hit him.
Can I try and stop it? Can I try and
Yeah.
intercept?
Dex check for Syla, Dex save for Jane.
17.
Come on. I got a 16.
Yeah, you move to go hit Defense, but Syla reads your body language in an instant and just holds you back.
And then Jane like drops the fist that she was gonna have, and she goes, "All right."
He's
Syla.
dead, Jane. You got what you wanted.
I don't think this is what I wanted. I'm glad that it happened, but you
I honestly don't know what you wanted. So,
you know what I wanted.
fair enough.
And
I think
then
it's
she leaves. She just leaves after saying that. She doesn't even listen to him, just walks away.
Sunny.
Sunny puts down Cuckbot and, in true parallel fashion, walks over to defense attorney and reaches her arms out to him. Says, "I'm sorry your family left you, but me and Syla are still here."
Defense nods at that and goes, "I had the opportunity to meet your husband before he died. He was a good and brave man."
She laughs and she says, "No, he wasn't."
The end, he was, but the rest of the time, no.
Okay, go back.
Defense just is like, "Let me have this, please."
She gives him a hug anyways. Don't worry.
I see Defense begrudgingly accepts the hug and like hopes that it'll end faster if like he just hugs her and like
She gives it the full like mom squeeze. She like shakes him side to side a little bit, and then she puts him down.
Throughout the past about probably minute or so, Syla's just been looking at defense attorney. Like Palpatine falls over, whatever. She knew she was gonna die anyway. Just looks at him and goes, "What are we gonna do now, Nick? Or is it defense, I suppose?"
I would prefer Defense. I
Fair enough. Not what
where
I
do we
thought was gonna
Syla?
happen. Nowhere's an option.
Nowhere is an option. I need
Didn't
Some
expect to
time.
be here.
to think. I'll see you at home.
Sure thing. Do I need to bring anyone?
assuming-
We have my
you-
hands around your
I'm
neck.
assuming everyone who needs a ride home
I'll take him.
loads up with
He'll get
Syla.
his own way. Syla will take everyone home. She drives in dead silence.
You
She
drop
leaves her
off
coat behind in the
Jane.
room.
You leave your coat
I hear
lying
that.
on the ground. And you drop off Jane. You drop off Sunny and Cuckbot.
Cuckbot stayed
And
behind.
you head home. Oh, did Cuckbot stay?
For obvious reasons.
He's got clients.
He's got work to
Oh,
do.
right. Oh, yeah.
He's
Cuckbot
working.
goes upstairs.
Cuckbot goes
Cuckbot
upstairs.
goes upstairs. And we don't play that scene.
No, we don't.
No.
Defense is alone in the room with the body.
He looks at Palpatine one last time and says, I'll see you around at some point. And is Palpatine's drink still like floating somewhere in the room?
Yeah, it's just kind of over off by the wall. He set it down, like, on the ground.
Right. Defense is gonna summon it into his hand and
Yours.
goes to Palpatine and then leave and go to the only place he knows where to go in crisis when Palpatine's not around. He's gonna go to Daemon's.
And we open one last time on Daemon's Cantina. And this time, Defense wanders in and doesn't see anyone in his usual spot. But he takes a seat there by himself, and Daemont, again, the 7-foot-tall plant man bartender, wanders over, and he looks at Defense and kind of takes in the way that he looks, and he just goes, 1 or 2?
1.
He gives you a nod, and he pours a single double whiskey on the rocks, and he hands it to you.
Defense sits for a bit, in silence, just drinking. And then he turns to Daemon and goes, it might be a while before you see me or Palpatine again. But I'm sure you'll enjoy that. In peace and quiet.
That's a shame. Ish. And he knocks on the sign and says, it's still 3 credits.
I figured. He throws down 3 credits.
And as Defense walks out of the bar, he watches him go. And he takes down the sign that says, for the duo, 3 credits. And he sticks it under the bar. He's pretty sure he'll need it again sometime later. And that's where we're gonna call it. Thank you so much for watching.
Yes.
We did it!
I know I had
Woohoo!
fun.
Did it.
We
All right.
made it. Woohoo!
Goodbye.
Thank you all for watching.
Bye.
Bye.